In this Bitcoin update, we're going to look at this double bottom, and yes, not the one on the thumbnail. This was just to get your attention. No, we're going to look at the price movement of Bitcoin, because exactly within these levels, I told you yesterday that you should save the video, that we're going to get one last dump and a major pump towards the upside. Guys, if you've been following me on my channel, I told you exactly what we could expect, exactly from the range high all the way back down to the range low, and I also told you that this is going to be the ultimate bottom for Bitcoin before we're going to get this push all the way up to the 72,000 US dollars, to the first set of resistance, and all the way back up to the previous all-time high. But ultimately, guys, we're going to find out what we could expect in the immediate short term. But if you want to profit from all of these moves, guys, go down in the video description and join my free Telegram group, where you'll find all the information to my Signal group, because we are making some major profits. We opened 41 trades since the 18th of June, and yes, guys, we've been reckoning some major profits. We had 41 trades, 10 losses and 31 wins. So ultimately, guys, if you want to earn some passive income, sign up to my Signal group, where you can make some major profits. Because if we go over to Bybit, yes, guys, this was exactly the spot where we opened this trade, where I saw exactly within these levels that we are going to turn around, and that this has been our higher low for Bitcoin, and that we could expect at least this pump all the way back down to this major breakdown zone. But ultimately, guys, if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button, and now let's directly start with today's content. And yes, guys, we're going to start on the daily chart of Bitcoin, because yes, ultimately, this was my worst case scenario, that Bitcoin is going to come all the way back down to the 200 moving average. And yes, I've been talking about this level in the previous video, but guys, I also posted this over on X, where I'll tell you that we could expect these three possibilities. First of all, this bullish move for Bitcoin, that is Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin is just going to ignore all of this fund, and we're going to see this major pump. Yes, this would have been the ultimate bullish scenario for Bitcoin, but the worst case, guys, was all the way back down at the swing low. And yes, I also told you in the previous video that if we're going to hold the 38.2, that we could expect this higher low for Bitcoin, and ultimately this turnaround exactly within these levels. And if we go on the 4-hour chart, exactly that happened, guys. Yes, we didn't see this dump as low for Bitcoin, we just came all the way back down nearly to the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, and now we saw this move all the way back up. Yes, guys, all the way to this major resistance point, where the price movement saw this V-shaped recovery, came all the way back up to the 62,500 US dollars, got a rejection, formed the double top exactly here, this major rejection at the 100 moving average, exactly here at the price movement of 62,524. And then we came all the way back down, found support at the 38.2 exactly here, dipped towards the downside, and now we can see that the price movement came all the way back up into the zone. Yes, exactly this wick here is still a lower high for Bitcoin, exactly within these levels, because the previous high was a little bit higher for Bitcoin. But ultimately, guys, we can see that we are once again over the 13 moving average, this white line exactly here, and also in perfect alignment with a 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And yes, guys, once again we can see that the moving average comes down, and once we're going to break this 100 moving average, guys, we could expect this fast move to the 200 moving average. But ultimately, guys, let's go on the daily chart to find out what is going to be the next major level, if we're going to see this turnaround, and that this has been the bottom for Bitcoin. Sure, we could expect a further dump, and this was just a fake out, and we could dump all the way back down to my worst case being at the 200 moving average. But at the moment, guys, I do expect this bullish turnaround at least all the way back up to the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level from the previous all-time high, all the way back down to the swing low, which was exactly here, where the price movement came all the way to the 56,000 US dollars. And yes, guys, overall on the daily chart, we can see that Bitcoin is really coiling up. We have the higher high, lower high, lower high, and also another lower high, and here we can see this low and a higher low. So ultimately, guys, the overall trend on the daily chart, even though we had this major borrowing phase, this ultimate sideways move, but by the way, guys, I was telling you before the Bitcoin halving, exactly within these levels, that we could expect this long sideways consolidation, because ultimately, guys, the major whales and the major institutions, they don't want you to load up even lower on Bitcoin. No, they're not going to dump the price for you so that you can load up exactly here and buy at these low prices. No, guys, they're going to manipulate the price movement of Bitcoin sideways, and a lot of people are going to lose hope and sell their Bitcoin exactly here. And when are they going to enter? Exactly all the way at the previous all-time high and before this major parabolic phase, causing this major push towards the upside. But guys, we're going to look at Solana because yes, ultimately I told you should be extremely bullish down here where the price movement came all the way back down to the 200 moving average, because yes guys, ultimately show me a low and I show you exactly where to buy. This would have been a great entry price, and yes, we can see that Solana broke the 78.6 and came all the way up to the 100 moving average, this yellow line, and the 50 moving average. We're going to see a consolidation and a higher low exactly within these levels before we're going to see this next major breakout, because if we're going to break the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, guys, I could expect that yes, we're going to come all the way back up to the 38.2, and this is exactly what I've been telling you guys. A lot of people were extremely fearful exactly here. If you would have bought this major dump and at this horror moment where the price movement broke the $130 level, bought exactly here where everybody was extremely fearful, you would have now already been up 17%. And if we're going to come all the way back up to the previous high, not even being the previous all-time high, you would be up 62%. And yes guys, this is just when buying, when everybody's extremely fearful. But guys, let's go over to Link, because ultimately guys, this looks extremely bearish. And if you would have bought Link exactly at the tops, round about the levels of $22, where we got this major rejection at a 38.2, and you thought of selling your Link exactly within these levels because this looks extremely bearish, yes, you would have been down from your entry price all the way to the lowest point 48%, nearly 50%, but at the moment guys, you would have been down 37%. Do you want to sell your cryptocurrency because you're down 37% or even 40% exactly here? And afterwards we could expect this major pump from these levels all the way up with a price swing of 281%. If we're going to deduct the 35%, you would be up 250%. So was it a smart move to sell your cryptocurrencies that you maybe bought at the top? No guys, definitely not. Dollar cost average even more to get your entry price down, and when everybody's extremely fearful, you should buy and dollar cost average into all of these cryptocurrencies. And ultimately guys, if you want to earn a passive income through trading, follow all of my trades. We have a major win rate. Yes, we're having some losses, but guys, this is normal. If you're going to see any ads of 100% win rate, you know that it's a total scam, because even if you're the best trader in the world, you have a certain risk management, and we're trading on a 4-to-1 win ratio. So ultimately guys, this is not going to change anything, and we are extremely profitable. So if you want to be profitable in the crypto market, guys, go down in the video description where you can sign up to my free Telegram group where you'll find all the information. But guys, I have a giveaway where I'm going to give away 2 slots in the Signal group for 1 week absolutely free. All you have to do is yes, sign up with BloFin or Bybit and send me your UID to my email address, and I will select a lucky winner and a lucky UID within the next 24 hours. But ultimately guys, we are so close to the bottom. At the moment we're having this rejection at the 100 moving average. I could expect we're going to bounce off from the 13 moving average one more time, the 23.6, which is the perfect retracement after this bullish breakout. We could expect this fast move all the way up to the levels of 62,000 US dollars. But ultimately guys, my next price target is exactly here at the 61 retracement, all the way from the previous all-time high, all the way from the swing low, exactly at this major volume cluster. Because yes, if you've been following my channel, we have seen this volume cluster for a long period of time. And yes, if we turn on the VPVR, this is still the major resistance zone. Yes, we bounced off perfectly from this volume zone, exactly here what we can see around about the levels of 60,000 US dollars, all the way up to the levels of 61,600. This is where the price movement of Bitcoin is at the moment. Ultimately, if we're going to zoom out, this is going to be our next major volume cluster. But guys, if you always want to stay up to date, make sure to subscribe and smash up the like button, because this really helps the algorithm and it also motivates me to bring even more content for you guys. But most importantly guys, make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.